Hi everyone, it's Rick and Angie here. The upcoming build that you're just about to watch is our attempt at getting back to nature and a more quiet time. We are nearing retirement and we have a hankering for the country, and this hankering is based on those years during COVID when we only had this one walking track on the edge of our suburb to walk down during those really hard days, and we just loved the peace and serenity that we obtained. So that was the start of the process, and yeah, here's our story. Hope you enjoy it.
A little space. Some folks measure life by money, some by places they have been. We'll remember slow afternoons, making things we'll keep.
You've probably seen on the thumbnail whether we were too old to do this. A couple of late 50-year-olds. We had no idea. We had friends and family telling us we were mad. You should be taking it easy at your age. Not through malice or anything. They were just looking out for us. By the end of the video, you'll know whether we're too old or not. We're putting the videos on YouTube because we've learned a lot watching some of the building channels and shed building channels. So we thought we'd film it and put it on YouTube with an Aussie flavour. On all the long videos, telling people the prices as we went along, so people had an idea what was involved and how much it might cost them. We got a local guy to come along, Ken, nice fella. He's digging out all the area for the shed, and how quick does a grader make it? Cool. Ken's a bit of a legend around here. He's been working hard his whole life. I was shocked when he told me his age. 80 plus and still going strong. Not bad as a machine operator either. Thanks Ken, champion. A nice big dugout bit for the slab for the shed, which is that pile under the tarp there.
It's good to be actually doing something on this project though, something physical, because up until now it's just been forking out money for reports and council documents. The DA approval took us about 4 or 5 months, and now this construction certificate component of it has taken 4 months to date. So we're hoping to have this shed up by the end of November. We've taken some time off to build it then, but you know, we're at the whim of the council actually.
If anyone can let me know in the comments other Australian building and off-grid channels that are great to watch, let me know. Also, if you can comment where you're watching from, I would absolutely love to know. I think the plan is to drop it all down right through here and bring that soil down to here and get some gravel and fill up the rest. Well, fun and games. Just putting some fill in before I put some gravel down, so it so we're not putting a mile of gravel in there. Mistake number 1. Looking good. I marked out the shed too far back. I had the grader digging in the wrong spot. We hand dug the footings just to make it all tidier. Well, we've done this much. And then all we have to do is right down there, right down there, right across here, and then up to here. We've done about 2.5 meters of it, and I gotta say it's killing us. Not used to it. I've been trying to do this for years, get her to mow while I just, no, unfortunately dig trenches. We started digging the footings where the bathroom was. That's so the plumber could come and rough in the plumbing.
Out the back, the doors are open. Morning settles on the trees. Coffee
Finished digging out the footings for the most over-engineered footings in history. All the 300 by 400 trenches all the way around the outside and down the middle here are done. Next thing is get this pile and put it down here. Put up the string lines from end to end. Started filling the blue metal below the string about 100 mil so we could fit some concrete in. It's quick, didn't take long at all, just hours of shoveling. But she hasn't stopped all day. Oh man, this has been so difficult. But we're getting somewhere. We're sitting here having a refreshment.
Yes.
We're going to light the fire maybe.
Enjoying the serenity, watching the birds flying from the country.
It's been a good long weekend. We've enjoyed it.
Happy Australia Day
Australia Day, yeah.
2025.
Yeah. How cool is this?
We get to use our fire.
There's people over there having a party. Well, that's the termite protection. There's not much to them, they're just a collar. We're now ready for mesh. You ripper. Gone around and filled all the edges on chairs. Just something like this. And it's everywhere. Well, that's another big day. Big morning before I go to work. It's all cheered up. Waiting on the inspector to have a look at it after that concreting. So here's the inspector coming to have a look at the slab. Good luck me. The inspector just came along and said, "That's bloody beautiful." Looked at it for 5 minutes, then talked to me for another 20 minutes, and she's out of here and said, "Concrete away." Woohoo! Hopefully the rain holds off. It's actually been raining for a few days and they're predicting rain all week, which is not unusual when you order concrete.
Simple days beneath the hills, happy with this slower pace. Turns out all we really needed was
This was my first real tough period trying to concrete and then go to work in the afternoon. Not much fun, but we got it done.
morning settles on the trees. Coffee's warm, the radio's playing. Time can move the way it please.
In hindsight, I should have taken the whole day off. It got the finish just a little bit better. I had to leave by about 12:30.
Of resin, quiet patience, watching something old come through.
I'd like to thank a couple of mates for helping. Bucky and Trent dropped everything and come and helped. It was a godsend. Concrete's down and finished. We've just placed out all the pieces to the shed, and tomorrow we start bolting it all together. I wish it was up now. Yay, we finished the shed. Well, we just started, but there's the first post. After 2 years, we've got
a post.
A post. So it's all good from here. Excellent. It was so good finally getting some structure up. After stuffing around with councils and plans, it was good to do something. We just went along and dyna-bolted all the posts to the ground. Day one, we got the 8 posts up, which is great. We got the local bobcat operator to come and level around the slab so we could get the scissor lift all the way around. We had Gary, our neighbour from Canberra, bring his 4-wheel drive with a winch on the front. We used the winch to lift up the apexes and put them on top of the scissor lift. Then we used the scissor lift to lift them up. I don't know if this is the right thing, but we did it. Seemed to work, but the scissor lift struggled a little bit. Yeah, we had 2 neighbours helping us, Gary and Steve. Thanks, guys. The start of day 5. Yesterday we put up all the apexes. That was hard work. Didn't film a lot of it because we didn't have the time, but now they're all up. So what we're doing today is putting up the roof buttons, the top hats, and the knee braces on the side and the rear wall. Well, that's hopefully what we get done, but we'll see. And unfortunately yesterday we were mucking around and a big snake has climbed out, big brown snake has climbed out of there. So we don't know where he is this morning, so I'm just going to have to be careful. Oh no. Starting the buttons. Got them up on the Elsie, the lift. Nice view up here. The scissor lift made it easy to get the roof buttons up. That went up pretty quick. The end of day 5, how do you feel?
I'm exhausted, but very, very proud of us because we have achieved so much. Today we spent the day putting the trusses on. Today Rick's just going around finishing some screwing just to make sure everything's been tightened off properly. And we've hired this lift, scissor lift, which we got a good deal on asset hire in Canberra. That'll be here for 2 weeks while we finish off the structure. We've got some double doors going in here, 2 roller doors, and then one sliding door here that will go into our flat because we're going to live here for probably 2 winters while we build our house. So yeah, today's job is to finish off the screwing, put the top hats on, that top girt there on the side, which will then allow us to put tin around the edge there. Well, to screw on the top sheeting to the edge we need one more girt, which will go along there, and then we'll build the back wall, and I pretty much think that will be today's work.
We were debating whether to get a scissor lift or not. I think we made the right decision. The ladders would have been too hard. This day we just went around and doing all the little bits and pieces and putting up the bracing and things like that. All I've got to do now is put the front wall up with roller doors and then coat it all. Finished framing for the sliding door. That's ready to go. That's where the sliding door goes. We've got a snake bite kit ready. This is going to be interesting. Hopefully he's gone looking for water or something.
Plenty of food here for him.
Yeah. No snake.
Right there is perfect.
It was exciting finally getting some walls up. Angie using an impact driver for the first time. Hilarious. My imagination, highly remote, it's not a great thing.
Well, thousands and millions would.
Disagree?
Yes.
The amount of heavy stuff that Angie did was incredible. Putting in our first window was a bit of a trial, but we got through it. Doing the first side went pretty smoothly, really. That's a good day. We got all one side done. We've got the back to do tomorrow. And we got most of the other side done. So another hour and that side will be finished. And the big roof. But we're getting somewhere. It's really good. By this stage we're old pros. We were going along, putting sheets up left, right and centre. The area we're in was testing us because of the wind. It's a bit of a wind tunnel. We were putting up sheets and they were blowing over. It was really windy. And the other side, so both walls and the rear wall. What we've got to do today is put in the sliding door and put some tin on all of this out the front, so we can then just put the roller doors on. We had to put the whole sliding door together. I don't know what we were thinking. I think we thought it would just come as a big door, but we had to put it all together from start to finish. What was today like?
It was horrible. Worst day ever. I don't even want to be here. Okay, it's the end of another long day, and today has been the hardest. We're tackling the cladding on this first, the main wall with the roller doors, and it has been so hot today. We had to rig up some temporary shading, which was a little bit good, particularly for me. On the ground, I can walk to it, but Rick spent most of his time in the a cherry picker or whatever you call it. We have to put the septic just here, which will be more level with the shed and the house when it's built, which is going to be right there where the caravan is, sort of along there. So we won't have any problem pushing you know what uphill. We estimated 2 days to do the roof. Rick reckons that'll be the easiest. He's done many before, so I'm optimistic we'll finish before we have to go back to work, which is Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. Okay, so that's it. Bye.
Day 12. Big push to finish this front section. By this stage it was 38 degrees and hot, and we were bothered.
Rick's had enough of wall sheeting. Next we move on to the roof. Today we have Worm Farm Waste Systems on site. They've arrived this morning crack of dawn from Victoria, and we have Alan. Got the first trench nearly done.
Alan from Worm Farm Waste Systems is another legend of a guy. He's in his 70s and still working. He was working big long days as well. And people were telling me at 59 I was too old. Stuff that.
We have 3 trenches that equal 16 metres. He had to do that to try and get them as level as possible.
And now being here after a period, the Worm Farm Waste System is a great system. Chip rocked wall coming up here and probably across here and then to the back wall. Finally starting the roof. Nice. She's sliding down the hill on me. Oh! How did you? Oh, just chuck it. Oh, yeah! Haven't been able to do this last piece of the roof because every day has been really windy and you put the insulation down and it just blows down the street. Screwing down the final 2 sheets was such a relief. The wind started just after I finished. Just going along and weathering the sheets. morning drive. I'll be able to do some work before I have to actually go to work. I'm getting tired now. In hindsight, I should have taken some time off. It was 45 minutes one way, 45 minutes back. Front fascia on, the barge cap. Just got to put a few screws in it and done. We had to get some flashings made because we wanted the sliding door in a little bit and not level with the front. The time lapse makes it look quick, but we got bogged in the scissor lift a couple of times. We had to dig it out. Gutter on. We had neighbours Steve and Ryan come and help us lift up the roller doors onto the scissor lift so we could put them up there. Strip the plastic back and tension the doors, and away they go.
Look at our shed. I'll start outside. It's a really windy day today. What we've done this weekend is finally cleared our pile of shed because we have built our shed, yes!
Doing anything on this side was a bit of a trial because it was all done on ladder and you can't really tell, but the ground slopes away a lot. Rickety old ladder. Well, it's a good morning. I put the gutters up. That's the last gutter, thank God. Now I'm off to work. It's funny when you're driving so far all the time, it just seems to get less and less as time goes on. It just seems to be a time warp. We had another local guy, Sean, who did all the bobcat work, and he owns an excavator, so he dug all the trenches for us. Such a good guy. Did such a good job. Speaking of good guys, there's another local guy, Sprocket. Everyone calls him Sprocket, I don't actually know his name. He did all the electrical, the big electrical from the street right through to the switchboard in the shed. So we can put some warning tape above it. Electrical comes up to a box, sub-main box.
The toilet and the shower and basin now connect to the sewage. We have the plumber here. He has laid the water pipe in the trench. Goes all the way up.
Another nice night out here.
Yeah. Beautiful.
The fire going again. Got to fill in all these trenches in the next couple of days, it'll be good. Got Sean back again to fill in all the trenches with his bobcat. Where that pile of soil is, that's where the house is going to go. We're going to self-build a house, so keep watching and subscribe. Going to do the bathroom, 2.4 by 2.4. Just frame it up. Pocket door. Treated pine. It was exciting. We were finally inside and building inside. It was great. We got a couple of cavity sliders off Marketplace and they were cheap, so we used them. So we got the door working. Finishing right. Very good. Finished the framing on the bathroom in the shed, just using my old timber for the roof so we can store stuff above there.
So now we have water. There's a hot water tank which is going to be put outside, shower, basin, and that'll be also connected to the washing machine there, and toilet here.
5th of April and we're starting to feel the cool change already in the weather. Beautiful night. Some moon up there. Raging fire.
Because this is a shed, and that's the wall it's going to be on, with kitchen cabinets down the bottom and around the corner.
Look at that timber.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Look at this one.
Wow.
Absolutely beautiful. The electrician here just doing the roughing. Say hello, electrician. Shut up. So we've got the power points here. Then we've got the tastic up there running down there. My son Matt doing all the electrical, he did a great job. It's all been roughed in. We've got the plumbing
24 hours after greeting crowds at St. Peter's Square.
all the electrical's been
Caritas Australia mission
worked
facilitator Michael McGurr says he led a deep pastoral sensitivity and built on the dignity.
let's do it.
of the most
I don't know what it was, but putting insulation in the walls and gyprock on the walls, it finally felt like we were actually getting somewhere. Putting Villa board in the actual shower. If anyone out there is thinking about doing it, go and get yourself a laser level. They make things so much easier and quicker when you screw in the screws. It just makes it so much easier because you're lining up without having to mark the sheets. Another morning done. Gotta go to work. Gyprocking done on the outside of this and the inside.
Okay, so the idea here, this is our kitchenette wall on the back of the bathroom. So we're going to put these plywood boards here, and then we're going to do this vertically. This beautiful timber that we got.
We still love this wall. We just painted the walls with black paint in the shadow line to give it a better look, and it looks really nice. This is what it looks like when it's finished, but that's going to look excellent when it's oiled and everything. This felt like real progress, and we were trying to insulate the shit out of the place. considering -8 in the winter and 35, 38 degrees in summer. Angie wrote a note inside the walls for the next people that come along and pull stuff apart and redo it.
Sunshine Coast with more forecast today.
She seems to be like a desperate rose searching for the sunlight, and unfortunately that's too missing.
What's that?
Great lineup of family movies at a great price. Book now at eventcinemas.com.au.
The Bulldogs' unbeaten start to the NRL season is over, going down to the Broncos 22.
I just put down the bricks for the shower hob and now just doing the floor, getting it ready for waterproofing. This weekend we put the bed in for the tiling, we've done the walls, we've filled the gaps, put in the tastic, done the roof, put in the walls all the way around, put in the feature wall-y thing, come around here, the window. There's going to be a roof on top of this. Next is framing out this door. That's that done. Okay, starting to put the wall up. We've got some old second-hand timber, so we're going to use some of that for the walls. Framing these walls felt so good because we were finally getting the shape of the rooms that we were after. We've got half the frames up. Angie's working hard. We were getting near the end of the pile of all the timber I'd been collecting for the last couple of years, so the walls start looking a little bit mismatchy.
Decided to start using the beautiful timber that he's been collecting, so that's why the walls are looking like they are, but it's all straight. Done the best we can. We put in the second-hand door. At the end of today we should have that roof on and this roof, the rafters up, which means Matt can come and put the electrical into the roof, and these two walls have power points, so that's today.
Sydney Swans went down to Essendon 63-71. The Gold Coast Suns secured a 10-point win over the Western Bulldogs.
This timber came from pergolas we pulled down over a period of time.
Now we've sourced all our gyprock for our walls and a little bit of the ceiling, not much, but it's there, and Rick is currently putting in a block because that's where our TV will go, and today or this weekend our plan is to gyprock all these walls and to insulate them all, and then we were lucky enough to get all these cover sheets from Turner's in Fyshwick, $10 a sheet, which was really good, plus we got a pile outside that I got from Dennis. So we've got enough to do the roof, hopefully, but this weekend we're just hoping to get all the walls sheeted, so we'll give you an update once we're finished. See ya.
It's taken shape. We'll put the gyprock up in most of the walls. Actually, all of the walls except for the ceiling. The next thing is to do the walls on the outside. We got cover sheets from Turner's in Fishwick. They were cheap, did the job. I've got to batten out the ceiling and plaster it. Alright, we're just starting the ceiling, putting up the gyprock. This changed the shape of everything straight away. It started looking like a room. That's the whole bedroom done. That's all the gyprocking. We've got all this roof to insulate. We've got some R6 bats, and then we're going to put some bits of timber on top of that and use it as a storage area. All the insulation is down in this section of the roof. Gyprocking the last section of roof was so good. It just felt like such a relief. Angie's gone through and done this whole room, stopping the gaps. All finished on the mezzanine. Rough as, but it's only going to be used to store boxes, so but it's strong enough. On to the next thing. Just put the windowsills in. Now I've got to go around and put really bendy timber that's old and warped and make it look straight. We'll see what happens. We were using the same timber as the feature wall. It was just the leftover bits. They were a bit warped and everything, but it looks good. It gives it that out in the country feel. Well, it's time to waterproof the bathroom. Oh, well, let's see how it goes.
You've already got and making them better.
Yeah, spot on. Harold, I'm glad you made the point. I'm glad we've had a little chat on this because it was much better to convert your email into what makes sense on air. Thank you.
First coat of the waterproofing. Wait for it to dry a bit and put another coat on. That's the second coat of waterproofing. We'll have them come out and approve it and we'll start the tiling.
Wondering about the seat of McMahon in Sydney Southwest. Chris Bowen will hold on easily despite the 2.4. Water, to hear them say, yes, Labor is...
These were tiles we got from my mother. Thanks, Mum.
Reported swings towards Labor as high as 30%. This may have cost the coalition a seat of Bentley's.
I've tiled before, I've renovated a few places and I'm sort of pretty average. On the floor we used a tile levelling system. It worked out really well. In fast motion it looks quick and easy, doesn't it? It's actually not that easy and not that quick. You watch things on TV like The Block and things happen really quickly and easily. Yeah, nah. Just cleaned up the shower area. That's going to look really cool. The grouting is really satisfying in the end. And that's it for now. Wait till tomorrow and clean it all down. Be nice. That's all clean. We're ready to go. The next thing is the toilet. I've got to install the toilet. Just fitted the toilet. That's ready to go. Now we're putting the cabinets in. We bought a few cabinets and the bench top from Bunnings, and Angie assembled them all because I'm not real good at instructions.
You got Trindle getting better, they got big outside backs that can make it, and now Aiden for North Blake, I don't know what he is, he's just...
We've now got a sink, a tap, goes in. Got all the cupboards put in last night. Got the kit done. Put the tiles up. Cut the tile into the edge of the cupboard. Right. Putting the shower screen on. The shower screen. Old second-hand one. It's even got a crack in it. It doesn't matter, it's a shed. The shower screen was a second-hand one. When we put a new shower screen in at home, we put it away and it didn't have a crack in it until we transported it out there. We've just installed the taps and shower head. Oh, there shouldn't be any hot water. It's not connected yet. Cold water. Flushing toilet.
The problem is, when I fact check emails and it doesn't align with your narrative, narky, that's a better word, narky, that's a better word. We have...
They're good through developments. Live at the centre of everything in Melbourne's vibrant southeast. Close to shops, public transport, schools.
Listening stadium or sit-tier TV.
It was a goal of mine to make a door frame and put the door up all from scratch and not buy it.
Restaurant job while the next 2 weeks. On the job. It was pretty good, you know. Come out and just jump in the river and
2, 3. Just, you know.
Right, this is the lounge room. Everything's done. The bedroom. Pocket door there. Pocket door there. Ensuite. View from the bedroom. Getting sick of the time warp travel. How you going there?
Good.
Oh, look at that, we've got 2 lights.
Oh, I didn't
two stars and a fan.
I didn't even realise the lights were there.
This is electricians at work. Look at this.
Have you got WD-40?
My son and his partner Layla came back to do the final fix for the electrical. Thanks, Matt. I know the bill's in the mail. You'll probably see by the untidiness of the stopping we're just not gyprock stoppers at all. All the stopping's done. Well, as good as I can get it. Now we're just gonna get out the sander and start sanding. It's my least favourite part of the job. I hate it. But anyway, next. For the next 2 weeks we'll clean and gyprock dust out of places we don't want to mention.
This is the aftermath of the lounge room sanding. It's done, but holy shit, I don't know how we're going to clean this up.
Just did the last of the sanding and it makes an absolute mess. Oh god.
We've just finished doing the sanding of the gyprock plaster, which was a pretty horrific job. And the cleanup was just as bad because we didn't have a vacuum cleaner, and we're exhausted. So we're having a beer.
Cleaned up from all the sanding, which was a pain in the ass. And now we've got to put the cornice up. Measure. We've then got to hold it to the mark we put there. And then the bottom bit is the long bit. So we're cutting it like that. When you cut it like that, you can't cut it up that way. You've got to turn it the other way. So it's very confusing. Cut that one from the other direction and hopefully they fit. I'll just push it, squeeze it in. I've done cornicing a heap of times. I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I sort of know what I'm doing. Well, it's been a long weekend, but we have finished basically all the gyprock. All the cornicing has been finished, all done. Just finished doing the roof. We're having a beer. Beautiful night for almost winter's night.
We're meant to have Aurora tonight.
We were lucky enough to be there one night when the Aurora showed up. It was pure magic. trim pieces to cover all the gaps. Done all that. Done that column there. Done this column here. So basically now it's just a matter of sanding and putting the undercoat on. The painting felt like to us that we were nearing the end of all this work, which made the painting almost bearable. Had a good day yesterday. Went through and painted all the ceilings. They look excellent. The ceilings in here, I forgot to cut in around the fan and the lights. And I did all the undercoating in the bathroom.
Okay, it's Sunday, beautiful afternoon out here, 17 degrees, can you believe it, in the middle of winter. Right, we've had a painting weekend. So this is the primer. It's all complete, ceilings, walls, ready for the next coat of the real paint, first coat of the real paint. And here we have Rick just finishing up on the last bit. We've had to take the edging off to do the inner casing easier. The bathroom is complete as well, so just final coats.
Finished, yay! Next thing, I'm going to start painting the ceilings.
The standard cutout confirms that it holds the right of response.
Cutout's made.
Well, it's just under. I hope I got my mathematics right there.
Next we moved on to the doors and trim, and we used a gloss enamel for this, and it came up really good. This is our storm water setup. Comes from there down into here. We had the excavator back to dig out for all the storm water, and then the plumber came along and installed it. He's doing the flooring here. We're going to put floating floor. Underlay first. We'll start at this wall here. And there's all the floating flooring so far. This is how far we got today.
Just tell you about our day. It's August, so we've been building now for 7, nearly 8 months, and we finally have our shed approved, which is good, and we're now doing the flooring. The flooring we bought about 2 years ago. We got it on fire sale prices at $200, and we have so much of it, and now we know why, because it doesn't click together like normal laminate flooring. So I've spent the day taking the grooves off, and Rick's spent, it's actually lengthened the process about a couple of hours.
Yeah.
We thought we'd finish it all today, but we haven't even finished the lounge room. Anyway, we end with a nice night. I've got a pork roast in the Weber, and we've got the fire going because it's still out here. It is cold. You can see we're in our winter woolies, but no colder than Canberra.
And we'll finish off all the flooring, well, not all of it, but most of it tomorrow.
Yeah. before we head back to Canberra.
And then through the week.
Yeah. And yeah, we're pretty happy tonight.
Yeah.
Sitting down having a couple of beers.
Full moon tonight.
Full moon tonight, and no wine because we're off the wine, but that's okay. Nice evening, and all I can hear is cows. There's cows going off in the paddock.
I swear Angie and I aren't alcoholics. I know you see us drinking a lot, but that's over a long period. Believe me? Yeah, I don't know. All done. Saturday the 16th of August 2025, and now today we're going to go around and put all the skirting boards up. Just went around and cut all the big bits into the smaller bits just a bit longer, so I'll go through now and start cutting the fine cuts.
Scheduled comments this afternoon. 14 points to margin, 4 minutes left to play first term. Conditions could not be better. Not a
We've now corked all the skirting boards and filled the holes from the nail gun. We just have to go through and sand it and give it another touch up with a paint. I thought we'd lean into the rough aspect of those bits of timber. Instead of trying to fill in the holes, we just put more screws in it, and it looked really good.
Josh Papali'i, and now it's a little bit time to a performance next Wednesday.
Patrick says you bloody beauty sure. It's just a ritual.
Thursday the 21st of August 2025. Hallelujah, we finished the inside. We bought this property about 2.5 years ago. We started planning, and then before you knew it, 2.5 years had gone, and now we have a shed with a room in it. We're going to line the driveway in the timber and then get some road base and fill it all up. That's this weekend, hopefully. We used treated pine sleepers cut in half on one side. That was quick. And on the other side we used decking boards. Nice curve here. Just the Bobcat's got here to spread the driveway. I can't wait to finish. Our favourite Bobcat operator, Sean, was back again to spread the driveway. Bobcat just finished. And it started to rain, perfect timing. And all of the driveway's done. After watching Perkins Brothers Builders, I learned how to put some steps together. Thanks again, YouTube. More old sleepers I've collected. Well, like everything around here, there's steps, they're going to work, but we've used second-hand materials except for the main stringer. And there we go, we can get up there and put boxes and stuff. We're going to put a handrail on there. That'll probably be tomorrow. Much safer on the stairs now.
Yeah, you don't feel like you're going to roll down.
Yeah, you need a handrail for sure.
It's the end of another day.
We decided the walls looked a bit ugly, so we just used the rest of all the flooring to and put it on the walls. It actually looked quite good. I went around with some black paint and just put it here and there to try and get rid of the gloss of the floor. Made it look rustic. It was good.
Good people, they have competitive rates and they'll look after you. In fact, tell them I sent you. Call 131.
We pulled down the steps again and then painted them and put them back up because I thought that'd be easier than painting them up there. Well, that's the stairs and the walls finished. So next thing is to do for some fly screens. There you go, no more flies. Well, that went alright. It went up pretty easily. We've just got to put the alcinite on the other side and we've got a windbreak. Doing this made it so much more comfortable sitting out the side without all the wind blowing us around. All done. And the wind wasn't a drama. And it's already still in here, which is the next one is we're going to build a screen here full of a fire, sort of a wind block and a bit of privacy for the front door here. So it's just going to be a timber screen, so I need to start making that out of these old second-hand things. We've got it all ready to go. We're just painting now. And we've got Picasso on the job. She's got it all sorted. Here I'm just putting a little garden bed at the front of the privacy screen just so Angie can grow a few plants, give the place a bit of colour. I came across all this Merbau decking on Marketplace and they said first in, best dressed, and I finished work at 12:30 at night. Stonehenge ready to go. And I was there at 1 o'clock in the morning picking it up, trying not to wake everyone up. I thought someone was going to ring the police on me. Again, my neighbour Steve helping. Every street needs someone like Steve. He is a community-minded guy. Any tools I needed lending, any help I needed, he was there every single time. An absolute legend of a guy. Because the privacy screen on the other side works so well, we thought we'd put one up on the opposite side, and that was a good decision because that actually makes it so still. Later on we put a door in. Before we put the door in, it just used to suck through like a wind tunnel. Now it's still. We're going to put some fake grass down. So the first thing, I'm going to put bricks around the fireplace. And then install the fake grass there. She's the one making me do it. I reckon we're the first people in this little country town that has fake
That looks
grass.
good.
Fancy.
Oh, have a look at that. Just dug out for the sleeper wall. We've got the sleepers there. We're just going to do a nice curve. Whack them in the ground.
All these sleepers were the free ones I collected off Marketplace over a couple of years as well, and a lot of them were warped, so we thought we'd get rid of the warp by cutting them and putting them in the ground lengthways.
Well, here we are, day 2. We done all this yesterday. Get this slab that I bought a few years ago. Should be dry enough now. I have to turn that into a bench for inside.
Leveling with a router is painful. It's dirty, uncomfortable, but it does the job.
I'll now turn it over and flatten the other side. Well, the next step of this table is where it's going to be resin in here. We've made a swimming.
We've done resin a heap of times before. You've got to make sure that the base is sealed really well, because if it starts dripping out the bottom, it'll all run out, because it takes about 24 hours for it to start hardening.
Pretty cool pattern.
Oh, look at that, see-through.
The last pour. This one's clear.
Here I'm routing out to put LED lights in it so it lights up at night.
I'm just going to put the belt sander on it and take out all the divots and see how I go. And then finish this table off.
This belt sander took all the marks out, which made it easy then to start sanding.
That's better. Now I'll just start with the sanding. Just routed all the edges. That looks good. On through all the grits from 60 grit right through to 240. This resin could deal with some more, go a finer grit, but I'm not going to bother.
In the end I did bother. I polished all the resin within an inch of its life, going probably a month later.
The Snowy Mountains' best music on 97.7 Snow FM.
Finally finished. After finishing the lights, this is exactly what it looks like.
We both love this table. We sit at it every time we eat dinner.
It's so good.
Just behind us there's an abandoned railway line, and we can get all the pins and plates we want. So we thought we'd make a hat rack out of them. We were sitting around one night, half cut, We thought we'd name the place Windy Hollow, so we thought we'd make a sign for over the door. Angie did a really good job of routing it out. She's got a really steady hand.
In the middle of nowhere, welcome on Windy Hollow, yeah, leaving the grind behind every Friday night.
Every place needs a mascot. We had a short break with friends. We went to Rutherglen, one of the wineries there, and they had all this metal art around. And I looked at it, and they had all sorts of things, dogs, snakes, and I thought, I could do that. The idea for the kangaroo came about. I've never welded before, but that, whatever. If you think you can or think you can't, you're probably right. It just organically started taking shape, and it sort of, before you knew it, I had no control on it. It just happened. Angie worked out all the sizes and things for the kangaroo. The proportions in the end came out damn near perfect, and we couldn't believe it. I had burn marks on my hands. I dropped a bit of hot metal on my foot. It burnt through my shoe, and I had 3rd-degree burns on it, but I think I should have looked at safety a little bit more.
Sort of looking like a kangaroo. Another morning before I have to go back to work, and I just filled in most of the body. And I've got to work my way up to the head. It's going okay. I've gone around and filled in all the little bits of holes and stuff. I've got to do his head yet. Don't even know how I'm going to do that. But I've basically finished most of the outside of the body. I've done the tail. It's all bike chain. So he looks alright from behind. I fixed up his little claws. They're actually a lot better now. And I finished the arms. And I made the arms so he can have a beer.
The idea to have him being able to hold a beer was my neighbour's idea, Steve. Another neighbour, Ryan, he helped out with teaching me how to weld a little bit because he's done it heaps.
I've changed the face a little bit. I think it looks okay. Hopefully when it's finished it'll look great. Doing the last piece. I don't know whether I want to finish it or not.
It's taken how long? 2 weeks? Meet Fergus.
We ended up using spoons, bike chain, anything we could find just to finish off the head.
He's got an old tin for a nose.
The local kids love Fergus. They used him as the Easter bunny and hid eggs all around him.
All finished. Pretty cool.
We've got heaps more coming up, so don't forget to subscribe and like. Until next time, cheers.
Happy Anzac Day 2026.
Take care, everyone.
Said we wouldn't last. Go windy town, moving way too fast, but we found a dream in the middle of nowhere. Welcome on Windy Hollow, yeah, leaving the grind behind every
I've got to leave the last words to Fergus.
And that's how we did it.